Gracias.
All right, I'm here today to talk to everybody about music and music's impact on culture. Everybody in here listens to music, I'm sure. Even if you turn your radio off in your car, I'm sure somebody's like blasting it, like 2 cars behind you can hear it. I'm gonna go over like music, the sales of music, both digital and like physical sales of it, like file sharing of music and its effects and its benefits. Actually the cycle of music and what it goes through, like to make a song or to make an album. And then like the different ways to consume music, like MP3 players, you know, your radio, your phone, whatever. And its effect on the rest of culture. And then there are like different kinds of music. There's like rock and there's hip hop. There's all different kinds of stuff. There's different genres and like uses. Like in everyday life, like in an elevator you'll hear music, or like you're walking through JCPenney's, you'll hear music. And up here just some things like different types of music. This is like the new way that everybody uses their music. Everybody has an iPod. You see people walking down the street with their earphones in their ear. Back in the day, you didn't really have that. Like you had like people with huge boom boxes walking around. And these are the #1 album sales over like the past decade, the 2000s. In 2000, NSYNC, No Strings Attached was like the top selling album. And that was actually the biggest year in music sales, like total album sales, in the history of the music industry. 2002 was Eminem for the Eminem Show. 2004, it was Usher and Confessions. And as you can see from there, it kind of went down and came back up, but then it starts to go back down again. 2006 was High School Musical, and last year was Lil Wayne and Carter 3. And last year was like an all-time low in total album sales. Music actually went down from, the sales went down from 2000 to 2006. In 2007 it jumped back up to the same rate as 2001 and went back down in 2008. The 08 sales were the total transactions, which includes CDs, vinyl, cassette, digital albums, tracks, and videos. That was 1.5 billion different transactions, which means like anything you buy on iTunes, anything like you go to the store and buy like that. 1.07 billion of those were digital transactions, meaning that like CDs and all this physical stuff is really like taking a hit. They may have something to do with the economy, but even with this, it shows before the economy went down, music started declining. I'm going to talk about digital music consumption, which is what most of you do, or most of you go through like with your music. The Wall Street Journal said that in 2008, an estimated $10 billion estimated $10 billion worth of music was pirated or used on file sharing sites such as like Zshare or like the Pirate Bay. And then from 06 to now, CD sales have gone down 32%, which has a lot to do with people just going on here instead of buying their music, they just want to download it for free, or people going on here and downloading it like on iTunes. A quote from Steve Jobs, he says that digital consumption comes down to a battle between legal paid downloads and illegal file sharing. Steve Jobs is the owner and creator of Apple. And digital like file sharing actually allows like a lot of indie bands and artists to distribute their music, because if you look on like a lot of websites and their blogs, they'll like put up their CDs or they'll put up track singles so that everybody can listen to them. And recently, something that will affect like digital music consumption is iTunes. Recently, they came up with a varying price scale for their music, meaning that the most popular songs are actually going to go up 30 cents on the dollar, or 30 cents to be 129, and then some of the more obscure songs are going to be 69 cents. But I was looking, and most of the songs I listened to are now like $1.29. There's still a lot of sites that you can like get it from that are like good prices, like Amazon and Zune. They offer for like 99 cents. Like with the Zune, like $15 a month, and you get to keep 10 tracks. And something else that affects this is people don't want their music to have digital rights management on it, which DRM for short is basically something they put on the music. So like if you download it, you can't burn it to CDs, or you can't like put it on a bunch of different MP3 players. It's kind of like their way of controlling it. They also do this with like movies, and if you go buy like a game or something. Next, consumer products, I will go over. This is like the new and this is the old, as I said earlier. iPods and Zune hold the largest market share of MP3s. They hold 99.3% of the market share, with Zune only holding about 7% of that. Your choices for like consuming like music on the go, basically like MP3 players. I recently saw a watch MP3 player, like you plug your headphones into there. Like there's cars, like my grandma has a car that has a hard drive in it, and you can load music on there. There's like sunglasses with like MP3 players in them, there's headphones with them, and your cell phone. That's basically like on the go. Like you can load digital music on your laptops and stuff. And the only physical music that's really still around, cassettes have been like discontinued, nobody really uses them, or like records, vinyl. And vinyl has like come back into like style, it's like a niche thing. They say since 2000 vinyl sales are up 80%. I myself collect vinyl. I have a big collection of it. I just started like 2 years ago. And the vinyl actually only holds a 17% market share of physical media, meaning that CDs hold the other 83% of that. And then something else that just came out is like another way to consume it would be, there's like a lot of people like to put on their phone because people don't want to walk around with a whole bunch of stuff. There is a Nokia Comes With Music, which when you buy the phone, you get to download all the music you want for free. This is music's impact on culture. Music impacts many parts of the American culture, whether it's fashion. These are the Nike Air Yeezys. It's Kanye West's new shoe. They're $225. These are people camping out for them in New York in front of House of Boots. But whether it's like lifestyle, this is a picture of Pac-Man Jones. You might know that he was in trouble in a club incident. He made it rain in a club, and a bouncer tried to get him out of the club and was shot by somebody in his posse and is now paralyzed from his neck down. And music actually like affects its own sales, because like I was saying, like blogs and like a lot of artists post their own music, like Kanye, like mixtapes and stuff. They post that up like for free. And music is a big part of like movies, because with every movie you hear music. There are a lot of movies that are inspired by music, like The Pick of Destiny, Tenacious D. There is like Mamma Mia, which is inspired by ABBA. And then there's like fanatical obsession with like music. Like a lot of, you'll see like people who like really obsessed with it, and like it consumes like their life, and they want to be like these artists and everything. So this in general is music and its effect on culture and everything about music. Hope I didn't keep you guys too long. Enjoy your weekend.